Stream title is still the same deck. Why would I update the title? Okay, so usually against decks that I suspect are playing Red and 6, and I have both Ragavan and Dragon Rage's Channeler in my opening hand, I tend to like to lead on Dragon Rage's Channeler, so if they play Red and 6 on turn 2, I can dash and kill the Red. Oh yeah, didn't Gab play 61 and Living End sometimes? That actually might be... Maybe I'm supposed to infer Living End, actually. So maybe I would want to play Ragavan. I mean, they're on Wooded Foothills, though. Do you play 61's cards often? Does he? I don't. Maybe he does. I think they're probably a Valakut list of some kind. I think I'm gonna attack, light up the stage, and probably play Ragavan. Keep the mountain, I think. Very close. got a Ragavan though. Maybe graveyarding for Delirium is nice too. Okay, so yeah, getting the Zoggoth Triome almost could definitely guess Bring to Light Scape Shift. Taps for red, then cracks Flooded Strand. Grabs a Temple Garden. Shardless Agent into Territorial Kavu. Interesting. 61 card Domain Zoo, huh? I think I graveyard that. I'm not sure about this. I think I'm gonna blast the Kavu. This gives me Delirium. There's a Bauble on top. No way. Well, this is just perfect then. And I can trade Ragavan for Shardless Agent, make use of the second Ragavan that's in my hand. Knowing that there's a Bauble on top, this is like easy decision. But I didn't realize I was getting this lucky. They do have another agent. We'll see what they spin into this time. I'm getting a little flooded. I'm curious, would Boros bully this kind of deck? Would Boros bully kind of deck be viable in Modern? I don't know what Boros bully is. We don't take kindly to bullies on this channel. But I'm assuming that's like a pet name for some kind of archetype I'm not very familiar with. Do you want to play a 1/1 Territorial Kavu? I think so, since my hand is so flooded, like the Looter is kind of fine. They just Boros from their face. I don't know what else they were supposed to do with it. Popper, go wide mid-range. Yeah, it's just like, you know, I've spent so much time brewing in Modern that like these kind of like very like general vague deck suggestions are usually not very helpful. You'll have to like give more specific like what cards are we playing in this deck, rather than like go wide Boros aggro. I think like White Weenie, like a Boros Weenie deck does not have much legs, no. But like I play like a Boros Stoneblade mid-range deck that I kind of like. Okay, so up a game against Domain Zoo. I think I'm gonna bring in the Shadow Spear over the Pyrite Spellbomb. I could consider Shattering Spree. They're playing Shardless Agent and Scion. Scion's probably kind of tough to kill, so I think I'm kind of down to play one Shattering Spree over like Bomat number 4. I may just want the more colored mana on the draw. Just go down to Saga, go up a den. Pack Rat goes wide, dude. I really dislike Pack Rat. I dislike cards that like lead for like really repetitive gameplay usually. And like I think Pack Rat and Uro are kind of like in their own tiers of like, oh, I've cast this card and now the rest of the game is about this one copy of this card. Or maybe this one copy is not a super apt description of Pack Rat exactly, but you know what I mean. I just like cards that are bad. Not me. It couldn't be me. Okay, 4/4 Kavu. Don't have Metalcraft for Galvanic Blast quite yet. So I guess I'm going to go Epicure, light up the stage. Synthesizer and Den of the Bugbear. I feel like Oko's in that category. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Day 3 of asking Spike to play Reckoner combo. So far, 38 into my playtesting. Is this day 3 of you saying I have an insane, unbelievable record with Reckoner combo and you still not posting the list? I'm down to look. I'm down to look. You've asked a few times. You've piqued my curiosity. Okay. So I do have Metalcraft now. I'll just pass now. Yeah, finesse to free deck. Now I'm going to have all the different lobbies. I have 12 points of burn in my hand. My opponent's at 14. Second Kavu. Average Joe, the 16 months. Thank you, thank you. So I think I'm just taking 8. Shrapnel blasting the territorial Kavu, probably getting in with both of these. Seeing what we draw. Oh, well. Huh. How about that? I can't kill them this turn, but I think I'm just going to be on Chump, burn them out. Bruno with the 8 months? Crazy because I'm... Oh, dude, they just shocked down to 12 life, which is super convenient because I can deal 13. Yeah, this roasting is gonna not lethal. Yeah, not lethal this turn, but we have lethal next turn. I lethal treasure I got back from Ragavan. No, because I had to use the Shrapnel Blast to kill the Kavu, so I'm trading. Yeah, it's not lethal. It's lethal now that my opponent has shocked. If they're shocking main phase, I'm also going to assume that they're going to tap their mana on their turn. So yeah, they would have blocked the monkey. Okay, so let's start blasting. I feel like Brian Kibler with 3 blasts in my hand. So if they have Helix, they go to 2. They can just bolt them. This reminds me of the Ravenous Squirrel, Oni Cult, Anvil Dag. Yeah, some overlaps. So their life total was 14. So yeah, your line is not lethal. They just like shocked main phase on their turn. But yeah, the Song of Creation deck cancer just 4-1'd with. Well, I've watched Ed and Demonic Tutors and Canister play a decent amount of the Song of Creation deck. I don't think that it is one of the better combo decks in the format, like, but I think it's playable. Like, both of them have winning records with the deck. Double Blast is 13, then the Epicure swinging through because they blocked Monkey was 14. Okay, yes, then we did miss lethal. We found the miss lethal. It was there somewhere, huh? Yeah, I'm also still waiting for the Reckoner deck. Merfolk. Or maybe they have to keep the 38 and 2 tech secret, huh? Yeah, we are maybe a bit soft to ley line of sanctity. I'd say that's a bit accurate, Destructo. Will I try it on stream? The Reckoner deck? I'll look at it. I'm not gonna. Listen. Like, what is Boros Reckoner combo? Because if it's Star of Extinction in Pioneer, you know, we've done that in the past. It's you know, somewhat reasonable. It's also like not new, and I don't have any new ideas for it. No, I told the Boros Reckoner person last time. I asked for the deck list last time too. I was like, hey, you know, you say you have this unbelievable record, not posting the list. What is this? And I think it's just debate at this point. Oh, Song of Creation on stream. So again, usually like what I try to do is try to do new things, focus on new ideas, like we're doing here, or like retuning old ideas I've worked on in the past. And so maybe that ends up becoming something we do, is work on Song of Creation. But I think it's like not super duper likely. Any advice for the Reckoner combo matchup? I'm 2-38. I'm really struggling. Yeah, this is also kind of the thing too. It's like it is pretty easy to, you got your Reckoner combo deck, right? You're playing with your friends and you're playing like this is something I see in playtesting all the time, and is like, it's kind of funny, but someone will just be playtesting against their friend over and over and over again, and they're playtesting the same favorable matchup over and over and over again. They're like, dude, my record is crazy, but just like you own one deck and your friend owns one deck, so so you just like keep playing the same good matchup over and over again. That happened to me when I was the first Modern I ever played. I built like Intruder Alarm Elves. The deck was really cool. And my friend built Loam Pox, and we were having a good time playing Modern for the first time. It was great or whatever. But I was probably like legitimately like 1 in like 50 or something, like something crazy like that. Like I'm not sure that I ever beat the deck. Yeah, I think I wanted to use my mana here. I'm gonna graveyard that for Delirium and like maybe high roll a Bauble and be able to block. Not quite that lucky. Okay. Another Adept revealing another Cumina Speaker, but my opponent tapped wrong, I think. They tapped the Sanctum and an Island instead of having a green up for the Speaker. I'm going to trade here. I think this is fine. Okay, they shock. Maybe just playing the Speaker. Yes. Could maybe Sokenzan this turn. I think I'm going to... I think Urza Saga is probably going to be a little slow, and I don't have Shadow Spear in my deck, so I think I'm just going to go attack with Bomat Courier, pop the Bomat Courier, discard 2, draw 4. Hope that my top 4 are good. Solid. Yeah, this is officially Boros Reckoner combo waiting room. Yeah, or yeah, maybe they're just typing up the list. Destructotron giving the sub to Bubble Buddy. I'm very excited to see the list. But I do suspect it's like I'm playtesting against my friend. I've got a really good matchup. I also still don't know what the format is though. I kind of like trading. Here. I feel like I'm winning the long game. I know my opponent just drew Force of Negation for my Shrapnel Blast. I'm kind of up on cards. So yeah, let's just start off with... I think playing into the Force is okay, because if they have like another flash creature to Force, they just use it, and I think I'm okay just taking the trade now. Getting to flip the Synthesizer. Although maybe just starting this turn sacking a Synthesizer was better. Not sure. Okay, Urza Saga is a pretty good hit though, and then I guess I'm going to Bauble myself, and if I see a really good card, I'm not going to attack with Bomat, but most cards I'll probably attack with Bomat. Yeah, Ragavan's not so... I mean, I could just pop the Bomat and get the card too. This deck has been so fun to play, this mono red deck. Just like very aggressive, very explosive, also like lots of like grindy potential, very flexible game plans. Curse you, Spreading Seas. Need tips for dealing with the Grixis player. He is taller than me and keeps taking my lunch money, if that helps. Do you have like an older sibling that can like beat them up, or something like that? That would be my recommendation. All the card draw. tournament's top card is Breeding Pool. You'll have to see it. Yeah. Epicure plus Light Up the Stage is pretty nice. So is this deck real? I think it's playable. You know, like basically every deck I play on stream, I think is somewhat playable, has potential, has a matchup spread that is, you know, unique to itself. Is this deck broken? No. But I think this deck feels solid. I've spent a lot of time working on it, and again, definitely taking a lot of inspiration from Hayashi with this version. Yeah, the stench of potential and the potential of stench, too. We have thought Epicure was the best card from Crimson Vow. Someone's forgetting about modern staple Edgar. Edgar Markov. First trophy of the trophy race, or second trophy of the trophy. I broke the trophy record in Modern, all right, with Edgar Markov. Or Edgar Groom. I don't know the name of the card. Edgar Confused Groom, I think is the name. I could fire in with Din. I think I'm going to pop the Bomat, though. Okay. We Blood Token away Ragavan. I think blasting them... Oh, sorry, I don't have Metalcraft anymore. Okay, I'll just blast this now, then. I think both lines would have been fine, even if I had Metalcraft. Is this deck budget? This deck is not budget. It's an Urza Saga Ragavan deck. I did recently put a budget guide up on Channel Fireball. I don't know if how... This also plays Bauble, which is not a very inexpensive card either. You could play Swift Spear over Ragavan, and you could play Ramming Up Ruins over Urza Saga, but your deck would be worse. Okay, so playing against Merfolk. I'll bring in the Shadow Spear again. Probably bringing in the extra Pyrite Spellbomb. Definitely cutting 2 Urza Sagas against the Merfolk deck. I might want a Needle too. From Mutavault slash Aether Vial. I'm 69-0 with this busted combo deck. This had better be Vampire Pox, by the way. Yes! Awesome, Turnpike. We're in sync. Is a CB article on premium. All the budget guides for Channel Fireball are not on the premium side. I don't know if the article is published yet. I don't remember getting tagged on it on Channel Fireball, but they only usually tag me in like 1 or 2 posts a week. I do like 4 pieces of content a week for them. Is it need a lot worse if I'm setting out 2 sagas? Well, I'm not that unhappy to draw it necessarily. But you still have 2 sagas. It is out. Okay, thank you, Don. Yeah, there's here. Yeah, so this is the Groundrift deck, but it's both the I have a budget version and then the regular version. So this is the non-budget version I'm playing. Most of the money is in the mana base, and so this is a functional mana base that is going to be pretty good. Spending most of the money on Arid Mesas and Sacred Foundries. I think cutting any of these makes the mana so much worse because you're relying on Lava Darts. The sideboard is also a bit more budget friendly, but thankfully you have a pretty clear upgrade path to the non-budget version. The spells here, aside from the mana base, are like $40 total. Then there's sideboard guides for both of them too. Does this ever Mohan guy know his deck is in a brew? I'll make sure to flame them in the comments. But until I mold to 5 on the play here. The TLDR for the whiteboard behind me. So that's my old background. I think I'm gonna try to get it more in frame. But I just like generally I generally think that like while it's very easy to just do the standard like green screen background, I really like the idea of like building something eye-catching and deranged for the background. And it's just, ooh boy. it's just a culmination of all of the stream's inside jokes for across the years. Okay, well, Trials of the Void sucks, I guess. Our old apartment was like all carpet. Now it's like all hardwood floors, and there's finally like just not fur everywhere. It's just like so much easier to maintain. Our quality of life is like way up. It's not all hardwood. Like this room is carpet, and then Esther's office is carpet, and the guest room is carpet. Ooh. Okay, I was kind of banking on being able to light up the stage if I missed my land, which I'm not able to anymore. He spoke about getting a second dog, make ones from Athena's shedding. Yeah, we really want to get a second dog. I'm gonna upkeep, try to find a red source off the surveil, then light up the stage for delirium. Is my plan here? Land. Okay. No land, although I did find delirium. And a Delirious Dragon Regis Channeler definitely seems like our best plan in this matchup. Pressuring their life total aggressively is really important. Although we did lose to Yawgmoth earlier. Now they're going to kill my DRC. Experimental there. Maybe Synthesizer's a little bit better than Galvanic Blast. But, well, I like that the Blast was an instant in the yard for Delirium. And they kind of see the same number of cards. Need to draw a land. I wish Epicure could hit Planeswalkers. We did draw the land. And I think I'm just bolting Grist and playing Epicure, though. Magda Dwarves, Vannifar combo. I haven't seen that, no. Blast seemed like higher upside play. Yeah, for sure. And I think when you're stumbling, like, you got to take the higher upside play on average. Yeah, people have been like submitting or talking about Vannifar and Pioneer. I think Vannifar seems really, really good in Pioneer since nobody can deal 4 damage to a creature and nobody can revolt to Fatal Push. So Vannifar is probably pretty good. Maybe not that good against Lightning Axe though. My LGS is all Boros Reckoner combo. Do you have any advice to the metagame against them? I still haven't seen the list. Post the list. I'll take a look at the Vannifar or the Magda Vannifar list. I'm kind of my curiosity is a little piqued. Is there a Chain and Pioneer for Vannifar? So I saw one that was So you sack 1 for Quarter Monitor, untap Vannifar, and then you get Extraction Specialist, get back Monitor, sack Monitor, get Extraction Specialist, and then you do that a bunch more times. You also get a Renegade Rallier, so you get like 5 or 6 3/2s, and then okay, so let's go Bolt, Essence Ward, and attack with both. Light up the stage. I don't know. But you get some number of 3/2s, okay, and then you get this 4-mana 3/3 that gives all your creatures haste when it enters the battlefield because it's like an ally rally card, and so that was one we saw, and it also had Glassbowl Mimic, yeah. And what's kind of cool about that list is I feel like you get to keep your card quality relatively high for a Vannifar deck. And I also can't really imagine that. I can't really imagine that 7 or 8 hasty 3-power creatures and Pioneer is not good enough. That's gotta be good enough in almost every game. All right, let's find a land. My LGS in the Hidden Leaf Village. Any advice on becoming Hokage? So in my group chat. So me and my friends, back in the day, we had a group chat for who's going to Magic events and stuff. I'm sure a lot of you guys have had the same things, but it became Naruto themed, and we all had Naruto nicknames. I don't even really remember exactly how it started, but we declared one of our friends to be the Hokage, and then he retired, and we have a new Hokage, our friend Tony. Block like this at 6. Take 2. But now we have a new deal. Whoever the first person to qualify for the next Pro Tour becomes the new Hokage. So maybe I'll finally make it. Okay, so let's Shrapnel Blast this Young Wolf, sacking the Synthesizer, I think. Another Ragavan. Do you want to trade front half of Bomat for Young Wolf? I don't think it's getting much better. Although I do have the Shinka plus the Ragavan, so maybe they like, yeah, oh, wait a turn. Above I posted the Magda. Yeah, I was mostly interested in the Magda one. Dude, they got Rabbit Battery in here? That's pretty sick. Oh, but this is I thought it was a Magda Vanifar deck. Okay. Still pretty cool. Okay, Beseiju the Bomat. I'll take one though. I can take one. They have 2 cards in their hand. Dude, Infinite Young Wolves. Okay. So, I'm gonna try to prioritize leaving up Shinka. Okay, not too bad. I don't have a main deck Shadow Spear. I guess I will play another Synthesizer. It's either that or sack a Blood Token, discard Urza Saga. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. I don't think the second Saga is likely to be that relevant. Okay. I was able to draw something to block one of the Young Wolves. If I make the Pro Tour while no longer re-aspiring Spike, I've made it 4 times in my career, so I don't think that would be the qualifying factor. But maybe becoming Hokage in my friend's group chat would make me Aspired Spike. When I just crack Synthesizer, I need to leave up the mana for Shinka. I think that's really important here. Innocent is a bit too much. Not having main deck Shadow Spear. Yeah, you could be right. Could be wrong too. I don't know. I feel like you're an aggro deck. You have the Shadow Spear in the sideboard. I don't know. It's hard to evaluate, right? Because it's not like we're seeing the spots where we would draw the Shadow Spear necessarily. My opponent's bricked on so many draws. Well, I guess we would actually, because it's like we're playing the Shadow Spear over the Pirates. The Pyrite Spellbomb over the main deck Shadow Spear, really. Trampoline bad for aggro decks as well. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've been playing a lot of these Urza Saga decks lately, and you really just don't win very many games on the back of like Urza Saga Shadow Spear beatdowns. It just doesn't really happen that much. Let me get the Springleaf Drum here. Well, okay, my opponent just took it. What do you want Shadow Spear for, opponent? Your opponent's just not going to block. You're just not going to block. I don't know why anybody in the chat wants us to be main decking Shadow Spear. I can't believe you've won this. Yeah, me neither. Alright, this was the sideboard plan. We can play one more Pyrite Spellbomb or a Relic over the first Ragavan. I think I'll just keep playing first Ragavan. Yeah, this Saga card's kind of good, huh? Yeah, listen, like, nobody's ever blocking against your Ragavan deck anyways. I don't know what you want the Shadow Spear for. Alright, definitely a keepable hand. Again, I'm definitely evaluating Dragon Rage's Channeler as my best card in the matchup, too. I'm going to lead on the Channeler, too, since I can cast the Courier off the Saga. Oh, there it is. Watch out, opponent. I've got the trample. Okay. It's pretty aggressive. But the chance to find Delirium is really nice, and we did find it. And again, like I said this earlier, but like getting a fast Delirious Dragon Rage's Channeler, I think is the best thing you can be doing in this matchup. Maybe Needling Yawgmoth, because that's a reason to lead on the Saga here. But Galvanic Blast lets me kill the Wall of Roots. How much better is Shadow Spirit over Caller? I mean, the Trample is like kind of is more relevant than... Yeah, Trample is way more relevant than Death Touch, I think. This should be like easy attack, right? No attacks. Well, I guess I was wrong about that. I think I'll play the Synthesizer, try to get Metalcraft. Maybe not this turn, but down the line. Although now I'm just going to bolt my opponent down to 11, tack them down to 8, and try to surveil into Burn Spell, I think. They want a Chord? Maybe. Chord for 1. Could be a reason to hold up the bolt the Wall of Roots. Oh yeah, if they had Endurance, I mean, I don't think we're supposed to play around it, but Endurance would have been pretty good, yeah. That's true. Shadow Spear also does give me lethal next turn. They don't have much, but they probably have much. I was going to play a Pioneer event right now. What would I play? I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely diving into an Endurance. I don't think I could really play around it much. They've got 3 cards. Okay, they do have the Essence Warden. So if they have a Yawgmoth this turn, we lose. Probably lose. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Blue-Red Delver. I would play Delver or Phoenix, probably. Okay, let's go game 3. Get to be on the play for game 3. I think you could have kept Saga on top to rebuild Delirium. I mean, they just get to eat the Channeler, though. If they had Endurance. I don't think we're supposed to play around Endurance there. I think that's like playing to not lose rather than playing to win. Unless I'm missing like some line. Like I really didn't want to keep it Saga on top there. Okay, let's keep this and then bauble myself on turn 1 to see if I want to Bomat or Epicure on turn 1. Yeah, DRC, definitely want to draw that instead of Bomat over it. Alright, so I'll attack for 1 and then let them block. Play DRC, and then I'm very likely to just Galvanic Blast this Young Wolf. I don't need to do it right now. In fact, likely better to kill the Young Wolf or the Hierarch. So yeah, especially now that they've attacked, likely just better to kill the Hierarch. I'm not ever, if I get Delirium, I'm not going to trade DRC for Young Wolf, so I'll just take the 3. They have another Young Wolf. Well, it's kind of bad. Still missing a land or sorcery for Delirium. There's a land though. So we get to go crack Delirium. Attack with DRC, light up the stage. Yeah, Young Wolf is maybe their best card in the matchup. It's kind of funny to think. But DRC is my best card in the matchup. So next turn I'm probably going to go upkeep Shrapnel Blast, put my opponent to 11, attack for 6, and then try to surveil into a land and kill my opponent. So any untapped land is lethal. There we go. I think we're about to advance to 3-0 unless they have endurance. No endurance. Let's go. Blast ya. 11 damage on turn 4. Ain't too bad. Running head first into endurance. Yeah, again, I'm okay with it. Again, they've got 3 cards. Again, this is lethal. Sometimes they have it. We're currently 1-0 against Omnath with this this build. We also beat like a phenomenal draw from Omnath where they went like turn 1 ending my creature, turn 2 Ren and 6 my creature, turn 3 Ren, turn 4 Omnath, Solitude, pitch Solitude, turn 5 Omnath. So I'm definitely hoping that we have a good matchup overall with the deck. I'm not sure that we do yet, but it definitely seemed okay if we're going to be able to win a game like that. But maybe we just got really lucky. Probably going to need to find a second land at some point in order to win this game too. No Ren and 6 is nice. Prismatic ending less nice. 2 looks at land number 2. Let's go. 2 lands. All right, perfect. Do I want to be going in on Urza Saga this game? I think that that's probably fine. Now that I drew exactly Urza Saga, other land. What's my favorite draft experience so far? Well, I once won a like 100+ person sealed / draft PTQ, so that was maybe like best like tournament experience. And but my favorite like limited formats I think are Dragon's Maze, Gatecrash, Return to Ravnica, or Triple Return to Ravnica, or Modern Masters 2, Modern Masters 1, Triple Cons of Tarkir. I like Kaladesh a lot too. Can't remember like why I liked Kaladesh a lot. Original Innistrad is cool, but I always like every time there's flashback drafts for original Innistrad, like I've drafted it like maybe like 30 or 40 times lifetime, and like for whatever reason that feels like I'm like relatively inexperienced compared to like watching LSV draft it. Yeah, Triple Cons is really good. I think Triple Cons is maybe my favorite. I also, yeah, I really liked Modern Masters 2. A lot of people really disliked that one. It was like, but it was so synergy based. Like it was just like it was really easy to draft, and it was like really hyper synergy based, and I really like formats like that. Probably not for everybody though. Oh yeah, Magic Origins was a good format too. I like Magic Origins. Yeah, I've never drafted Urza's draft. Urza's block. They don't have their main deck dressed down. They wouldn't do that to me. Okay, they don't. And they're not. They're maybe going to Besage you me. Cast the Epicure, grow their constructs. Got 9 points of burn in the hand. Got there. Taking 6. They're down to 9. I have 9 points of burn. We're definitely getting Omnath, but we'll see how bad the Omnath is for us. They've never not have Omnath fetch land on turn 5. It's okay. My constructs are 5/5. Oh yeah, I remember Sentinel of the Eternal Watch. What does that card do exactly? I remember the name. I remember like. Sentinel of the... What does that card do? I feel like it's a white card. It's like, is it like big 6 mana blocker? No. Why not hold up Galv if I know they have Omnath? I think it's just better to deal more damage this turn. I mean, obviously, like, it is 6 mana for 4/6. Begin combat each opponent's turn, tap target creature. Yeah, that was a good format. I don't know, maybe it would have been better. I feel like maximizing the construct token damage was good, and I was more so complaining rather than saying they literally had the Omnath. Let me complain in peace, Ross. You get blown out by Solitude, which is a big risk. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how good like playing around Perfects is when if they have Omnath, Fetch Land, Solitude, like I guess fetch land. We just kill the Omnath in response to the trigger. I don't know. Maybe that is better. Okay, I'm gonna bring in Needle for Pyrite Spellbomb, and then I kind of want to go up a Din, down a Saga. This is the new overpowered burn deck. It's been feeling really good so far. I've been liking it. Oh, Dominaria Draft. Dominaria Draft was also really good. Although I remember I like that was the first limited. There's a limited GP Dominaria. I've only ever done 2 limited GPs, and that was the first one I ever day 2'd. And my seal deck was like pretty good, and I had done so much draft practice for. I had done so much draft practice for that format. I was feeling really good going into day 2, and like I think I 05 dropped draft or something. It was really sad. So maybe not enough practice, huh? I remember thinking my decks were pretty good too. I can't remember. Although I guess that also happens to me. I feel like that happens to me a lot in limited. Actually, I'll like think my limited deck is really good, and it's missing something. Does that come close to working in Pioneer? Very few of the cards I'm playing here I think are Pioneer legal, or maybe like some are Pioneer legal. But you're missing like all the key pieces like Galvanic Blast, Lightning Bolt, Urza Saga. Blocking Bomat Courier and not Channeler is interesting. Let's go to that card. Stacks boy. Follow us talking about Boros Reckoner. Here's my list. I went 420, 69, and 1 against my friend playing Elves. Love to take a look if you post the link in the chat. Okay, ending. 5 cards in their hand, and they have conveniently perfect snow mana for Ice Fang. So maybe I can find a 1 mana burn spell, Galvanic Blast or Bolt, to kill an Ice Fang. Although, hard to say no to a second copy of Light Up the Stage. I might just like tap the Channeler to Springleaf Drum. Ooh. I'll keep it. I can't help myself. I'll keep the second blast. Yeah, I think they're just too likely to have Ice Fang the way they've like played their mana and tapped. At the very least, I believe them. Could be a great bluff. But I want to keep my Channeler in play for a turn. Yeah. And now I can maybe kill the Ice Fang. Maybe not. Got a lot of blast for next turn. Whatever you think of your limited deck, you're always wrong. Yeah, it's kind of been sometimes my experience. Always room for level up moments, though. Okay, so let's Galvanic Blast the Ice Fang, I think. Another Den of the Bugbear is not a bad draw per se. I think I am going to graveyard it, though. So I can dash Ragavan and then leave Epicure back. Leave Epicure back. Which is better against Verdict, and I mean, I have to cast a Shrapnel Blast no matter what. I think is there any control combo deck that's good in Pioneer? Well, I guess it kind of depends on how like loose you are with the definition. If they have Solitude for Ragavan, this is really bad, by the way, because then I can't Shrapnel Blast. So maybe playing around Solitude by casting Ragavan is the line. But yeah, they have it. Okay. Put it down to 13. I lose my my Shrapnel Blast. I still have another one in the hand. I'll cast the Needle. Keep Light Up the Stage on top to bail me out. I'm going to name Teferi Time Raveler. Combo control in Modern. Combo control in Modern. There's the Creativity deck, which is pretty good. I don't know why I'm blanking. I feel like there's like a decent number. Yeah, the mono black reanimator, creativity. Saheeli is so bad. I basically never recommend Saheeli to anybody. Lotus Field. Lotus Field is not a combo deck. It's kind of synergistic control deck. Okay, so I'm drawing the light up the stage. I think my turn has to be Shrapnel Blast Yorion, so I don't lose the. Oh man, I don't have Metalcraft anymore, but I think I have to keep that on top and hope I hit Metalcraft off the light up the stage. Oh, I guess I have to hit like exactly Mishra's Bauble, huh? I'm gonna keep it on top. Let's hit Mishra's Bauble. Bomat Courier. So I have the Metalcraft. What I don't have is the extra mana to kill the Omnath this turn, which feels bad. Okay, then here's the... Hopefully this is the Boros Reckoner. Damage control. Oh boy. Dude, Harmonic Prodigy Boros Reckoner is pretty cool, huh? Alright, let's go to game 3. Dealt damage, +1 counter for each damage prevented. So you got some redundancy. You can Fury your own Boros Reckoner. Harmonic Prodigy, that's 8 damage. This deck is not playing Ragavan for some reason. Oh, because you're playing Pyroclasm. Okay, that's the reason. This looks pretty sweet. I might play like 4th Soulscar Mage over 3rd Stormwild Caprador. 4-main deck Pyroclasm is also, like, you probably want to sideboard them, to be honest, but it's pretty sweet. I like Unholy Heatron, Boros Reckoner, trigger off of Harmonic Prodigy is very cool. I'm not sure that it's very good, but it is very cool. I think the list looks very creative. 18. Oh, sorry, you have 22 lands with the smashing. It's probably fine. I'd probably play Wear Tear over Rip Apart. 4 Alpine Moon is probably too many. You might want to consider Charmal instead of Alpine Moons. But a very cool list. Yeah, one of those I don't have too many notes on. I'll keep a Lightning Bolt on top. Okay, then we'll play another Channeler. If they Wrenn and 6 a Channeler, we're 1 type away from Delirium. Pretty likely to hit. Yeah, the sideboard is really the main thing that needs work here. I might be interested in playing like actual Rest in Peace over Sanctifier Invect to help hedge against your to help hedge against the Living End matchup, like 3 Rest in Peace, 3 Forged Tinder, 4 Wear Tear, 4 Charmal. Maybe 1 Chalice of the Void would be a good sideboard. In general, I feel like Sanctifier Invect's a little over sideboarded, just in general. No one plays Rip. I mean, that's kind of why like Rip is good too. Is like nobody plays it, and oh boy, okay. 80 cards by the way, huh? 80 freaking cards by the way. Still getting my Surveils. I can get Delirium by casting the Epicure. Could keep it Den of the Bugbear. Although I am getting in for 6 here, and their 1-mana removal spells are turned off. Shrapnel Blast would be pretty nice. I do still have the Urza Saga. I didn't bring any Shattering Sprees or anything. Oh no. This is so good. And they're pausing, so they have 0 mana answer. Come on, Urza Saga. You got a lot of work to do. Oh, dude, I was probably going to tutor the Needle. How many Chalices do they have on their board? Maybe they're playing more Chalices now. I have seen some lists play like between like 1 and 3 Chalice. So they have 4 mana here. They're responding to the Urza Saga, so I don't needle their Windswept Teeth. It's a good play. I guess I'm getting Bomat Courier. And then how scared am I of this Teferi? I think I just attacking both at my opponent. Should you spell? I cited out the Pyrite Spellbomb. It's not usually a card I'd like very much against 4-color. Spike, you said 4-color wouldn't be a problem after Luris got the axe. I mean, it's not in the sense of like matchup spread and in my opinion, like I don't think that 4-color has an unfair matchup spread. I think it's obnoxious to play against, but I agree with Canister that the 4-color Yorion deck is overrated. It's got a lot of really bad matchups. Okay, they found a Dress Down. They don't currently have a blue source in play to cast the Dress Down though. They now have a blue source in play. So they're going to go end of turn Dress Down, I think. And I'm going to probably fire up the Din. Kill the Teferi. Oh my gosh, I drew Shrapnel Blast. So I think I still need to kill the Teferi because the Teferi bouncing the Bomat's like is just so bad for me. Although I could maybe attack the Teferi for 1. Yeah, let's attack the Teferi for 1 and attack them for 3. Canister's articles on the Haruya site. Oh wait, didn't the Bugbear still triggers? I didn't realize it still triggered. I'm gonna attack them to try to put them to 5. Oh, that's right, because yeah, it does still trigger because like it gains this ability after Dress Down's in play. So weird. I must admit, I think it's disproportionately good in paper. Yeah, I agree, but that's just like also because the paper metagame isn't like doesn't adjust for it for like seemingly no reason. You know what I mean? Or maybe that's a bit hyperbolic. So of course they have Solitude. But like on Magic Online, like the deck is like hated out. Big Mana's coming around to compensate. In paper, like players disproportionately play Jund, Murktide, Hammer Time, blue-white control. Like I think all of those decks are disproportionately represented in paper, which makes 4-color Omnath an awesome choice. And then, you know, the modern players come home every week saying, I don't know what to do. I keep playing the exact same decks and I keep losing to Omnath. You know what I mean? Think your average 4-color plays too much around Blood Moon, or other mana denial strategies? Not really. Like it just doesn't cost them very much to like play around Blood Moon, and they're making their Ice Wings better. To be fair, Hammer's fun. Yeah, it's fine. Like I know why people like to play those decks of paper because they're fun. These are like absolutely the exact kinds of decks that players gravitate to. I get it. But also, I don't know, we have the same conversation so much. I'm getting so burned out on this like same circular conversation. We have it like every single day. But you know, the reality is like there's like the super common take that the 4-color Omnath deck has no bad matchups. I feel like I see somebody type that once a day, and it's just not true. It's like categorically untrue. All right, so 1-1 against Omnath today. That Chalice on turn 2, nasty. Listen, like listen, me defending Omnath's like matchup spread is different from me agreeing with you guys that it's also very unfun to play against. I'm on board with that. What do you think Double Masters will have in the format? Double Masters doesn't change Modern at all. There's no new cards coming to Modern. Pi not playing Murktide, is playing the Mirror Food deck or Esper Food. Yeah, again, the Omnath deck really stinks to play against when you have a bad matchup against it. It is miserable. I'm on board, and I know because I do it like almost every day. It's a very nice hit. Bomat Courier when I'm kind of I'm on a mold of 5, I think is a card I want here. Kills their own Ledger Shredder, the monster. So I'm not gonna have Metalcraft. It looks like Pie's maybe playing straight Dimir since we haven't seen any dual lands. Although Esper does play Swamp and Otawara. That's the dumbest deck in the format. Yeah, I agree. Like I think that criticisms of Omnath that like gameplay is really bad against it. It's like perhaps too polarizing in the fair matchups. I think that like those are fair criticisms, but I don't know. I'm also just kind of sick of the conversation too, because we just have these conversations every single day, and I've heard every possible opinion and every possible take you can have on it. I'm just tired of it. Dude, we got a Reckoner combo. I don't think it was the same Shatter, but we didn't get the original Reckoner combo. Okay, another 1-mana red removal spell off the top would be really nice. Just add commands so the mods can link them. Yeah, I guess so. New reviewer, I feel like I've heard this cover 40 times. Yeah, it's like the last like 3 weeks particular. And like maybe because of like the all access pass token. I'm not really 100% sure why like these last few weeks have been particularly bad, but they definitely have been particularly bad. Okay, I was hoping to find a 1-mana red removal for the Emery, did not find one. Oh yeah, because there was a ban announcement, there's no modern bans on bans. That's I guess much more the reason. Okay, down a game against Esper or Dimir Food. Still no info to say for sure one way or the other. Although Dimir, like, I mean, I was playing Fulminated Mage in the sideboard at the Dimir list, so I'm not sure if Pie's not playing that because there's Jegantha, at least not playing it main deck. Oh, so I guess you can still have Jegantha as companion and then just still have Fulminator's side and just lose them post board. That's totally fine. Okay, Needle is the best card in the matchup. I also want the Alpine Moons and Shattering Sprees. I think I'm going to cut the Galvanic Blasts. And I think I go just down on the Blast. And I'm going to be more of a controlling mid-range deck post-board. Submit this. Matchup definitely seems like it's probably pretty good post-board. You have a lot of hate cards. Got a really low curve. Yeah, I agree, Turnpike. It's just like too long between set releases. I think that's kind of just what it keeps boiling down to, I feel. So Bauble stopped this deck from running Obosh. Shrapnel Blast also stops you from running Obosh. And, Jegantha is a 5/5. Obosh is only a 3/5. I really just like quarterly sets. Yeah, I also like quarterly sets, but I don't like this structure where this year we have 2 sets within like the first 3 months, or I don't know exactly the dates. But this year it feels like we had like 2 sets between January and May, or January and April, and then we're gonna get 2 more sets like later this year, but in between it's like there's like 6 months, which is just a bad way to stagger it, I think. Shredder's so obnoxious here. I think I just pass. I don't like that I'm just passing, but I can't really make any use of the Galvanic Blast. I don't want to let them connive. Yeah. There's very little time between Neo and Streets of New Capenna, and then there's gonna be like a month and a half between Brothers Lore and the Phyrexia set. But then there's 6 months between Streets of New Capenna and Brothers War, which I don't know. I really dislike it, but it also like it of course affects me like way more than like the average player, because I just always get a little anxious when it's harder to keep things fresh. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna Needle Underworld Cookbook. That is like the best way to beat my opponent's deck. Am I making an Urza Saga token? I think I am. And then I'll cast a Alpine Moon. I'll name Urza Saga. Okay, yeah, and I know that there's an Emery in play, chat. I know there's an Emery in play. I promise you, against Esperfood, name Underworld Cookbook, the deck falls apart. The deck just falls apart in the face of a Needle and Cookbook. Set in September, set in November, set in February, set in April. Yeah, it's so weird. Isn't Chalice good against the meta? Yeah, I think Chalice is reasonable. Yeah, what would I know about that, huh? Although keep it on the hush, so I can still play the food deck. Although I don't think I'm playing it this weekend. I don't think I'm playing food this weekend. I have a paper tournament this weekend. I also have a Magic Online tournament. Yeah, there's the cookbook, but it's currently needled. Hopefully they don't find a prismatic ending in time. They have an Asmo, but yeah. The Needles is currently shutting off 1, 2, 3, 3 of their cards. Is it to play 2/2 artifact, 1 snow in the deck? I'm confused by the question. 2/2 artifact, 1 snow. Yeah, I'm not sure what card that is referencing. What am I playing in paper? I don't know. I haven't completely narrowed it down. I'm either going to be playing Red Black Rock or Jeskai Lotus Field. Probably Red Black Rock. Although I injured my finger, and what's nice about Jeskai Lotus Field is there's no fetch lands, so I don't have to shuffle. I don't have to shuffle. I think that both decks are like Red Black Rock is better against Murktide, and Jeskai Lotus Field is better against 4-color Omnath, I think. And I'd say they're both about the same against big mana decks. And they're maybe both about the same against Burn if I play 4 Chalice. So I just don't know. It's also true, like, Lotus Field is way higher upside. Yeah, Red Black Rock also doesn't have that much shuffling. That's true. But Jeskai Lotus Field is like has some consistency issues. I don't usually feel like those consistency issues are that big a deal. I don't know, it's close. Never seen Jeskai Field in Modern. Yeah, I've played it at a few tournaments. I think it's pretty good. I've had a pretty good win rate over the years with the deck. I'll take a nap this afternoon. I'll eat some lunch, and then I'll try to solve the Modern metagame like I do every day. One of these is mine? Yeah, one of these is mine. Yeah, Needle doesn't stop the 4-2 beats, I guess. Yeah, what are we going to do tonight? What we do every night, chat. Try to solve the Modern metagame. Alright, so let's light up the stage. I'm down to bolt this Emery. I'm down to play an Urza Saga 2. Oh wait, Stranger Things Part 2 comes out tonight? I already saw the new episode of The Boys. Maybe I'll watch that instead of and just YOLO. Okay, so they can take an extra turn here. Sin with the 6 months, appreciate you. If they find Prismatic Ending, we also like lose because they ending the needle, make 3 food tokens, take an extra turn. Okay, fuck. Yeah, so I was gonna forget to crack the Bauble. I think we're not like literally dead on board, but we needed to fade the ending for this turn. Sinark, 6 months, appreciate you. Might just be 3 3-2s in a row, which is, you know, not a bad record, but not anything crazy either. It's out now. Okay. We'll see. I'll talk to Esther. I do need to take a nap. It's been like a kind of stressful, injury-filled couple days. Yeah, I mean, they're not infinite yet. They are going to sack one of the 2 cookbooks, I think. Oh, right, they had the extra cookbook. Yeah, this is lethal. This is lethal. Okay, GG. Cool matchup. Esper Food, still great deck. I would be pretty like likely to play Esper Food, but I'm actually for my like local tournament expecting a lot of big mana, which is usually the spread that you don't want to face when you're playing the Esper Food deck. 3 3-2s in a row with mono red. I like this deck. I think it's powerful. I like the build. There's a few like interesting deck building decisions to make, like to maybe change it going forward, but I'd recommend it. I'll probably play it again too. I'm pretty happy with where it is at the moment. But that is going to be.